Hi Scorpio, this is Power and Light Tarot. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to do your love reading. I'm sorry, not your general reading for the month of October 2018. And my name is Denise. And as usual, I'm using 2 decks for more information and more clarity. Please also check your moon and your rising for a more clear picture on your situation. If you don't know your moon and your rising, you can go over to cafeastrology.com and look up your natal chart right there. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. This is a new channel, and I'd like to thank so far the subscribers I have. Please hit the like button, and let's get started. So, Scorpio, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Chariot card. So I believe the 2 of Pentacles shows up again in your reading. We shall see. I thought I saw it here somewhere. But let's get started here. So your overall energy is the 8 of Wands. What's crossing you or challenging you is the Hermit card. Why it's all happening, or the root cause, is Judgment in reverse. I have the 5 of Pentacles for you in the recent past. The 6 of Pentacles is in the reverse in your conscious influence. In your near future, you have the 9 of Cups. Right on. You're seeing yourself as the 5 of Swords. Your environment is the 9 of Wands. What is hidden is the 7 of Cups. Your hopes and fears, you have the 8 of Pentacles. And your outcome, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So, Scorpio. So with the 8 of Wands here in your overall energy, it's clarified with the Judgment card and the Lovers. So I feel like some news came to you very quickly about a judgment or a decision, about a choice, about a relationship, okay? Doesn't have to be a relationship, but I believe it is with the rest of the reading that is here. You could have also, you could have gotten news that there was there's a second chance being granted to you after somebody has made a choice. All right, you could be also granting somebody a second chance here, but there is a judgment here, and it is regarding a choice, right? So let's go on here. What's crossing you here is the Hermit card. Now, you could be dealing with a Virgo. We also have the Fool card here, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. So, in your overall energy, just going back a position here, Scorpio, with the Lovers card here, you could be dealing with a Gemini as well. So, I just wanted to add that in there. Now, what's crossing you regarding either these changes, these could be fast changes with the 8 of Wands. They could be also news that is coming in very, very quickly here. These can also be opportunities, the 8 of Wands. But what's crossing you here is the Hermit card. So, you are soul searching. You or somebody close to you is soul searching. You are the other person, that you may be dealing with here. But you're soul searching, and I do believe it has to do with this second chance that's being granted, this news that has come in, this choice possibly that somebody's making with the Lovers card. But you're soul searching, and somebody is juggling here a decision. But I also feel like somebody is juggling here whether or not to either have a new start with somebody, or just go out on their own. Because the Hermit is here, right, with these 2 cards. So here we have a choice over here in the overall energy with the Lovers. Definitely a second chance. There could be an awakening as well here. Somebody could just, have some aha moment about making a choice. But I feel like it probably has to do with love. But we shall go on and see, okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody has gone within here and they are juggling whether or not either to go out on their own or to start something new. So within maybe the same union or the same situation, because over here is some, with the Lovers, it could be a decision, like I said, like a choice. But definitely there's a judgment here or a second chance, and somebody has gone within and they are juggling. They're juggling either going out on their own or to decide whether or not to, you know, take a leap of faith within a situation. So here we have the Judgment in the reverse. This is the root cause, or why it's all happening. Judgment in the reverse is, we have Judgment twice in your reading. So definitely there is either, I feel like this is just about a judgment, right? Not necessarily an awakening or a second chance, but the Judgment card is in the reverse. So I feel like there's a judgment that went against somebody here, you or the other person. And we have it here with the Death card and the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is showing up twice in your reading, Scorpio. And the Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to something and kind of not wanting change in some situations, right? So here we have a judgment that has gone against somebody. All right, this is how this looks, and there was an ending. Now the Death card is here, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, and you could just simply be showing up in your reading, Scorpio, because you do rule the Death card. But I think that there was an ending. There was a judgment that, you know, somebody made a decision here to maybe not grant a second chance here. And there was an ending here, but somebody's trying to hold on to something, okay? We could be talking about a transformation too, because Judgment can talk about an awakening. But I feel like there was a judgment here, and it went against somebody here, possibly you, Scorpio, and there was an ending here, whereas somebody else is trying to hold on. There could also be a transformation here as well. So let's go on here, and we'll be able to better navigate the storyline here. In the recent past, Scorpio, we have the Five of Pentacles. And so you or the other person has felt left out. It's here, left out in the cold. It's here with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Wands. So I feel like you or the other person was left out in the cold because somebody lost interest here because of fighting. Because of either fighting or some competition within a union, within a relationship, within a situation. All right? What's in your conscious influence? We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which talks about a lack of balance, a lack of give and take, a lack of equality, so to speak. And it's here with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Wands. So, you know, what's affecting you on a conscious level, Scorpio, is that there's a lack of give and take here. There's a lack of equal exchange, reciprocity. And so you or the other person had to defend themselves and stand up for your beliefs, stand up for your position in a relationship, maybe push back in a situation. But somebody is also making a decision here with the Two of Wands on which path to take or which partner to choose. And this could also be, you know, with the Seven of Wands here, you could just be feeling, somebody could just be feeling defensive, right? Because there's a lack of give and take here, a lack of balance. This can also be, you know, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this could also be a third party. Because you know, there's three people here with the Six of Pentacles card, and it's in the reverse. So it's definitely, you know, it can be talking about, you know, a third party, a giving to two people. But definitely somebody's feeling like they have to either stand their ground here, defend themselves maybe, or possibly push back here, and somebody else is, that person or the other person is deciding on which way to go with their next plan in life here. We have the Two of Wands, And the man here is holding 2 wands here. He's holding the world in his hand, looking out at the sea, and trying to decide what he'll do with his world. So in the near future, Scorpio, the 9 of Cups is here, which is the wish card. That is, that's awesome here, and it's showing up with the Moon and the 8 of Cups. So you or the other person could be wishing to move on, could be like hoping to move on here. But I think what this means, that you know, you or the other person will be getting your wish after a time of maybe confusion, or possibly about secrets coming out, and after moving on to something more emotionally satisfying. There could also be anxiety here, possibly attached to this wish. Somebody could be moving on, as I mentioned, and now they are finding their wish once they have moved on. Because the Moon is here, the Moon card, and the 8 of Cups also has the Moon here. So, you know, I feel like you or the other person will be getting your wish, but there could be secrets. There could be secrets involved, and you could be, you know, finding that wish at the end of it all, after moving on to something more fulfilling. But you could simply be dealing with a Pisces with the Moon card here. But definitely it does look like there were secrets and somebody had moved on, and now once they've done that, they are getting their wish. So the next position, Scorpio, we have the 5 of Swords. So you're seeing yourself as the 5 of Swords. You could be seeing yourself as someone lying to you, somebody punking you, something like that. But I feel like this is you. You know, you could feel like you're in that type of an environment here. You could be wanting to win as well. The 5 of Swords does talk about, kind of talks about winning at all costs, right? The 5 of Swords, there are 3 people in this card. There could be a third party involved here too. We do have a lot of 3s here. The 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups is here. The 3 of Swords is not showing up, but we have the Moon card here, and the Devil. So, you know, it's possible there is a third party situation going on here. But here, you're seeing yourself as wanting to win. This is how I look at this, as wanting to win. Over possibly, you know, possibly over a third party situation. You know, and it's showing up, the 5 of Swords is showing up here. I have it with the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands with the 9 of Swords. So you're seeing yourself as, you know, up at night, stressed out, or definitely having some anguish, anxiety. The Moon card is over here, so, you know, right here next to it. So that can indicate, you know, anxiety as well, with the 9 of Swords there. But I feel like you're seeing yourself, you could be seeing yourself as being punked, you know, as dealing with somebody like that. It's possible. But you could also be seeing yourself as wanting to win in a situation where there is a third party, because the 3 of Wands is here with the 3 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. So you're seeing yourself as worried, maybe maybe combative. You could be seeing yourself as combative as well with the 5 of Swords, and you could be combative over this 3 of Cups and the 3 of Wands, which can indicate a third party situation, okay? You could just also be trying to win, you know, to have a reunion possibly with somebody and make plans. But I feel like it's the what I mentioned just a moment ago. I feel like you're really seeing yourself as is combative over combative, and you could be seeing yourself as turning your back on a third party situation with these cards here. So your environment, and this is easy. This is actually, that would make sense with the Five of Swords here next to the Nine of Wands, because they both talk about kind of being embattled. This man is winning here, but he has still been in a battle. So your environment is showing up as the Nine of Wands here, you know, which is somebody who has gotten out of a battle, and now they have their, you know, they're holding a wand, but it's more like a club here, right? So anybody who can, they're ready for anybody who is possibly just going to try to take them down in some way, to try to, you know, maybe hurt them. He has a bandage on his head, and he has actually been injured here, and that's why the bandage is here. And now he's a little afraid of kind of like what's next, right? So this is next to the Five of Swords. So I'm thinking, and with the Nine of Wands looking right at the Five of Swords here, I feel like you are, you know, your environment is basically kind of maybe watching out for these Five of Swords type of situation or energy, right? So you could be looking at yourself, though, because the Five of Swords is showing up as how you're seeing yourself. But I feel like you're trying to fight back against some type of a third-party situation or energy. But your environment is the Nine of Wands with the Four of Swords. It's here with the Strength card. So, you know, you're definitely, I feel like you're trying to gather all your strength here. You're going within. With the Four of Swords, you're taking a break from the world, and you are thinking about everything that has transpired and possibly, you know, what you're going to do next. And this is how you have become like this, you know, just kind of embattled and a little anxious about what's going to happen to you next. That may possibly be negative, but you have your eyes open and you're holding your wand up, ready to, you know, bop somebody up the head if they mess with you. But you've gone within definitely about a situation, and you're trying to gather your strength here. You could be dealing with a Leo with the Strength card. So what is hidden, Scorpio, is the Seven of Cups, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. So to me, this looks like there is a third party, or somebody has many options. Somebody could simply be confused. They could be toxic with the Devil card here. They could be feeling stuck. It could be about love because of the Queen of Cups is here. You could also be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or a Capricorn. The Devil card is here. But, you know, what is hidden, I feel like what's hidden here is that somebody has a lot of options here. And possibly, you know, you could be dealing with somebody toxic here. Somebody could be confused because they're stuck with the Devil here. The Devil can talk about being stuck. The Devil can talk about third-party situations because there's 3 people on the Devil card. I feel like what is hidden is that somebody either has a lot of options, or somebody's trying to make a choice here in love, and they, you know, they may be trying to choose between love and something kind of toxic. The Devil can definitely talk about third-party situations. So your hopes and fears, Scorpio, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So, you know, you are hoping, excuse me, Scorpio, you're hoping that, you know, all this work that you are putting into something, all right, you're just definitely hammering something out here. You're like, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to stack them up here, and, you know, it's showing up with the Empress in the reverse here now, and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So this is your hopes and fears. You're hoping that, you know, this dedication and this hard work you've put here, this investment here, is going to be fruitful. But you're fearing that, you know, you're fearing that this Ten of Cups is not going to work out. because it's in the reverse. Okay? You're hoping it will and you're fearing it won't. And I feel like you are fearing that, you know, I feel like you're afraid that something is not going to come to fruition here, all right? Or that, and that thing, I believe, is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So, you know, it seems like you put a lot of work into a union, and you're hoping it's going to pay off, but you're fearful that it won't, that it's not going to end up, you know, bearing any fruit, all this work you did here on this union, all right? And in your outcome, Scorpio, you have the Four of Pentacles clarified with the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, you know, the Four of Pentacles can talk about foundations and money. They're pentacles, right, which is money, and, you know, the fours are foundations. But this doesn't have to be money, but, you know, in your outcome, it is here with the Wheel of Fortune, though, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like somebody, though, is holding on to possibly, maybe keeping a third-party option, you know, like fortuitous, like keeping it fruitful, keeping it going with the Wheel of Fortune here. Somebody could also be holding back here with the Four of Pentacles. They could be holding back on success in a union because of the Three of Pentacles, because of a third-party situation. But somebody could also just be holding on to the idea, too, here of, you know, working together possibly, you know, to make something successful here, to make something, you know, fruitful, right? Because over here in the hopes and fears, you're worried about it. You're hoping that whatever you've invested in, whatever you've dedicated yourself to in the way, in, you know, in terms of a relationship, you're hoping it's going to work out. But you are fearful that it may not. These two are in the reverse. So with your outcome, you know, you could just be holding on to some foundation here, and this foundation, you know, maybe this Ten of Cups, you know, this happy union or whatever, but somebody's trying to hold on to something. I feel like somebody's trying to hold on to something successful. And it can have to do, you know, even though I do see, you know, a lot of third-party energy here, doesn't necessarily have to be, okay? But somebody's trying to hold on to something that they feel is successful in the outcome, all right? It could even be a third-party situation, because over here what is hidden is the Seven of Cups, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody could be hiding a Queen of Cups over here too, and they're trying to choose something, but there's devil energy attached to it. All right. So, Scorpio, I hope you gained some insight here. You learned something, and I hope this resonated with you. Please give a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and you know, so I can be back with more videos. All right. And thanks for coming to my channel. I am going to be posting some love readings for the month of October, pretty quick here. So wishing you power and light. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, all right? Scorpio.